Tara is the ancient hill of the High Kings. They're trying to put a motorway through. It's all based on greed and corruption.
Over the last number of months, construction work has started. Archaeology is almost over, and every day now we're facing diggers. We've been very successful in disrupting and delaying their work. What we're fighting against is a 4-lane toll road going through the Hill of Tara here, well, the Tara Screen Valley. And for anyone who doesn't know what the Hill of Tara is, it's in County Meath in Ireland. It's the ancient royal site of Ireland. It's been massively significant right throughout the history of the island. It precedes any ideas of nationality, any ideas of statehood. They're finding henges similar to Stonehenge, but what they found here is a wooden henge 80 metres in diameter. This was a royal enclosure. The Hill of Tara itself was a series of very impressive enclosures, and it's thought to have been the first astronomical observatory, of one of the first in the world.
You go there for worship. It's for reading Orion's belt as it comes across the horizon every 19 years. The next one will be in 2012. The Minister of Environment also was given the right to deface or destroy any national monument that he sees fit in the word of progress. They have this double toll and they want people to pay it. Now, if anybody's travelling from Kells to Dublin on a daily basis going to work, they'll be paying estimated €6.90 one way, so you'd be talking €12–13 a day going and coming from work. Annually basis, this will come up to figures of 3,000 and 4,000 extra costs just for driving on the road.
Because it's called the Valley of the Mayor, it's also called the Valley of the Kings, but it's a whole complex of archaeological sites, of burial grounds, of feasting grounds, of as I said, where the High Kings were crowned, where they resided, of palaces. It's a whole complex of sites. So it's not just the hill. The hill is kind of the centre. It's just standing peacefully, and it's peaceful resistance. We just need people to stand with us. The more people, the better. And it's now the 11th hour. Now the 11th hour. The 11th hour.
I'm working with the campaign to save Tara. And at the moment, as we're standing here, they are building or attempting to build a motorway from Dublin to Meath, or even to Kells, you know. The M3 motorway is a double toll motorway. This is an ancient sacred land. It's full of very important archaeology. It encloses the history of 10,000 of years of the Irish people, and it's a very important place for the world at large that should be respected. We are here and we need people to come at the moment and hold the gates and protest and stand up to machinery every day. We need people also to support with keeping the flame alive in the Solidarity Vigil, which has been going on now for the last year and a day, the Celtic year, from last solstice. We need support in any way you can. Networking, working in community centers, spreading the word to youth groups, community groups, anywhere that you can, to your families, to engage people. This is your history. This is the history not only of the Irish people, but of all of us. Come here, support in any way you can.
The air is the cleanest in Ireland, and it shouldn't be wrecked.
Basically, we're here at Rathloo in the background and by the henge. This henge is actually part of a massive ancient complex of Tara. Apparently there's 7 raths or hills around the Hill of Tara, and it's a very big interconnected, it has been said, a complex or city site with many different parts to it. And this henge and the hills around contain ancient knowledge, and the knowledge that is encoded and left here is actually from tens of thousands of years back. And the Valley of the Kings in Ireland is actually older than the Valley of the Kings in Egypt, and there's no way they'd put a road through the Valley of Kings in Egypt. So what's going on here? This needs to be documented, the knowledge learnt from. This henge is tuned in with the sun, the moon, the stars, and who knows whatever else knowledge there is out there. But we have to preserve some of this ancient heritage and learn from it rather than destroying it. So let's hope wisdom can be seen, and we can connect all the dots and see the much bigger picture that's been drawn in the landscape here.
We regularly walk the route just to scan the area and check and make sure that they haven't missed anything, because they regularly miss things. And we found this tunnel. It was just a little hole in the ground. We dug it out a little. We couldn't get into it. It was quite narrow. So we put the camera down inside and we took the shots of either side of the tunnel. We thought this would be a big thing. There's a whole true evidence of it used to be a lake area, a marsh area. They said this was just which was the most common used word, just a drain. The fact that it was just a drain is not just to us. It's man-made, it's ancient, it needs to be excavated. You don't know what else is going to be around that area. If they've missed that, they've missed other things. We found this on Saturday. We rang the National Museum, we put the word out that it was there, and they had all their diggers rushing to one spot, which was the tunnel, to put earth all over it on the Wednesday. That's the level of archaeological testing that we're looking at in the sacred valley of the High Kings.